So, the last big question.
Sure.
Not a million-dollar question.
I'm
Yeah,
not
thanks
doing
for
this
sharing.
for a marketing ploy for Hanizam, right? So he does not pay me for do this. So.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored by
Not
Hanizam.
sponsored yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, heck, just go for it.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
So ESG Malaysia is actually 3+ years.
Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of the Terra podcast, where we dive deeper into ESG-related topics, climate policies, or even conservation. Today, we have another guest. We have a very interesting guest. We have Bryan Paul, all the way from East Malaysia, not East Asia, East Malaysia.
East Malaysia.
East Malaysia.
Okay. East Malaysia.
Yeah, so we have Bryan Paul to kind of set the stage for the session for kind of like the two objectives of today's session, right? So we're leveraging a lot across Bryan's experience in working in East Malaysia, right? And some of the work that he's done there. So one, we would like to kind of get a better idea of the sentiments for ESG and climate-related topics in East Malaysia. And two, being a consultant himself, I think he'll be introducing himself, what he's been doing for the past few years in the ESG space. He'll be sharing some of the opportunities in ESG and how businesses position themselves or position ESG as a value creation lever. Oftentimes, ESG has been associated as a cost. A lot of companies still hold that perspective, but let's see if we can dispel that view at least throughout the session. We're handing it over to Saul, maybe to introduce himself.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Terra Podcast. It feels good to be back. We have another good guest, Bryan Paul, with us today. I'm Saul. As mentioned before, I'm in the energy sector, environmentalist, very passionate about changing the world and making small strides to actually make the world a better place. So just to remind everybody what the Terra Podcast is about, is to create a space where everyone can speak comfortably, right? Challenge assumptions, have insightful conversations with people who actually shapes sustainability. So today we have Bryan Paul, founder and East Malaysia Director of ESG Malaysia, and he is also a partner of ESG Associates.
Yeah.
So today we want to find out more about Bryan Paul. We have been speaking on different capacities in the past, and finally we got him today here with us on this podcast to talk about what things are happening in the East Malaysia and also in Malaysia Peninsula. So Bryan Paul, please introduce yourself to everyone.
All right. Before that, thanks guys for having me as the second guest for the Terra podcast. It's great to be here. It's great to make time actually, and it's an honor basically to be here, right? So a bit about myself. I co-founded ESG Malaysia. And currently serve as the East Malaysia Director. So what it meant is that my portfolio is spanning between Sabah and Sarawak. That's it. On the business side, I'm the partner for ESG Associates. What ESG Associates do is we are the ESG and sustainability consulting services company. Based basically here, HQ'd in Subang. But we do
HQ'd in Subang?
Yeah.
But you live in Sarawak.
Yeah, HQ in one city actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we do have our office in Sarawak. It's the office is actually at my hometown in Miri. So, but then again, it's not really called ESG Associates. On the other sides, we do have a partner company, which we created to basically serve the Sarawak market. Right, so a bit diving into ESG Malaysia, I think this is where it is quite interesting for a lot of people here. Is that ESG Malaysia is an association, so by virtue we are a non-profit, right? So the reason we set up ESG Malaysia was similar to how you guys think of creating this podcast initially, right? So the thing is we group among 6-7 of us, and then it was in end of 2021 actually. By then ESG is not a popular subject yet, right?
Yes.
It's just sustainability, but it's not ESG. So we decided by the end of, like, say, November, December of 2021, we decided, say, why not we created platform, an
Yeah.
association, basically, to look at ESG. And we said, go for it. Right? It's like, heck, just go for it.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
do it.
Just
Yeah.
do it.
So we
Yeah.
created the constitution for an association, and we submitted to ROS, and it was approved by January of 2022.
Okay.
So ESG Malaysia is actually 3+ years
3+
now.
years. I just wanted to touch a bit, right? You've spoken about what ESG Malaysia does. I mean, what about ESG Associates? What do you guys specialize in? Yeah.
So ESG Associates is a consultancy businesses that we have, and it basically looks at the A to Z of sustainability. So let's say if you have, if your company doesn't have anything, so we can create from creating your term of reference to have your governance set up until the reporting usually, right? But along the way is just to set up the whole ecosystem within your organization so that after we leave, you can run by your own, right? Without with minimal interference from consultant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So we want it to be that way. At the same time is that we, as a consultant itself, we do not want to just give you, these are the gaps. You figure things out on yourself.
Yeah.
Right. So we do not want that, in a way that for us as a consultant, we want to create values for our clients. That if these are the gaps and this is how you do it, so we will go with you together on how to do it. Right. So we will not leave you hanging.
Yeah.
In a way, but we want to run things through with you. The reason why we feel that way as well is because the thing is, down the road is that the client themselves will be our kind of marketing tools, right? Then they can tell their friends, their peers, whatever it is. And we see that that kind of things happening in ESG Associates. So, a lot of things. And for those, if you do not know about it, ESG Associates have done quite a number of things that a lot of people didn't know, actually.
Is there anything like publicly that, I mean, I'm sure it's all bounded by NDA, but is there anything, you can share with the audience that
So
that
we
you've done?
there's one client, this is very interesting. They're actually a sport organizations.
Okay.
Sport.
Yeah.
Sport
It's a
organization.
very famous sport organizations, okay?
A Malaysian brand?
It's an international, but
Okay.
Oh.
it's a Malaysian activities. It's a Malaysian sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So we
yeah,
can,
yeah.
we can connect the dots a bit.
Yeah.
Tell us more about it. Yeah.
It goes with rackets. So you know what it is. All right. So ESG Associates, at the point of time when we initially set up, we were hired by the sport organizations to do the GHG accounting.
Wow.
That was 2 years back.
So interesting.
Yeah. Because the thing is, the IOC, the International Olympic Committees, want it. So we are doing
That
it
makes
for them,
sense.
right?
Yep.
So that is one of our premier flagships kind of
I
consulting
think
services.
it's also really cool as a project,
Yeah.
right? I've not
And another
Yeah.
one which we
Sports.
did last year actually is another interesting project, because the thing is, we are the first one that certified a hotel chain
Okay.
for sustainable event management, ISO.
Yes,
under
yes.
2121.
21, yeah.
Yeah. So we are the first that certified. They're the first hotels
Yeah.
in the whole Malaysia.
Whole of Malaysia. Is it
Yeah.
a Malaysian hotel chain?
It's a Malaysian hotel chain.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
and actually, it is out there. So it's
Oh yeah, I think I saw this.
it's
I think I
actually
saw this.
Shangrila.
Shangri-La, yes. I saw this. Yeah.
Oh, there's some big names.
Yeah. So we did that for Shangrila in Kota Kinabalu.
Yeah.
Shangrila Rosaria actually, and that it became the first one to have that certifications, and we co-certified it with BSI Malaysia.
BSI Malaysia.
Yeah.
Just curious. Do you have any questions?
No, yeah, go ahead.
So you've mentioned, you've mentioned Shangri-La quite verbally, and they've used the certification. What were some of the benefits that they did you go back to them after that, like after getting certified? I'm trying to look at business case here for the audience, right? For those in hospitality in this case, and like what were the benefits that they derived after that that exercise with you?
Oh yeah, for sure. The thing is, before even our clients come to us asking for services, right? So the question that we ask them is that, why do you want to do this first? because we want to understand their
Problem
needs.
statement, yeah.
Their needs as well as what are the drivers for
Yeah.
them, right? So some of them may say it's because of financial obligations, some clients' obligations, whatever
Okay.
it is. So for Shangrila to do this actually was because of that. As an event place, there are plenty of markets out there, especially from the European countries, right? So if they want to do something here in Malaysia, the first thing that we'll look at is that whether the events being hosted at that place
Yeah.
is sustainable or not,
Yeah.
right? So why Shangrila Rosaria was doing this at that point of time is because they said there are increasingly numbers of clients from overseas and they pay good money, right, to have
Okay.
the event hosted in
A green hotel? Or
in a in
Like,
in a,
because it's event
in a
management. Yeah,
sustainable
sustainable event space.
event space.
Event
Yeah,
space.
yeah.
That's
So
great, yeah.
the thing is they will bring in all of these conferences from the Europes to Malaysia, basically.
Yeah.
And they are paying European
Oh,
euro
you are
currencies,
the
right?
currency.
Coming here, right? To
Yeah.
do this, all of this. And they see good money coming from this. And they said it's because of the new change of client needs. From this side, they wanted to be able to serve that need, so then they don't go elsewhere. Right, so
Okay.
Malaysia can be a cheap destination.
Basically, the price arbitrage is there. It's just a certification.
Yeah.
So I think this is like a very good example of opportunities, right? When in this case, tapped into ISO 21000, sustainable event management, and it's opened up a door. And I think that's some gold nugget there in terms of advice in terms of positioning as a value creation
That's right.
lever for businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You worked with, I mean, just hearing these two projects that ESG Associates worked on, you worked with big corporations. I'm sure you work with smaller corporations as well, like SMEs. You actually do consultation for SMEs.
Yeah, we do consultation for
Okay.
SMEs as well.
And what is like the key difference? Like, for example, how does SME view ESG? And what is the steps they take? Is it very much different from big corporations? Like, how does that play out for you?
So for SMEs, what their main concern is when it comes to this ESG sustainability consultancy is costs, right? Because the thing is, for big players, you can charge
Yeah, true.
quite big, but for SMEs, there's something that you need to be able to negotiate in terms of the cost, right? So when we go for SMEs, is that when an SMEs client come to us, we do the same thing, right? So we ask them why, what's the reason for this, and most of them is because they are in a value chain kind of things that requires them to comply to ESG.
Yes.
And this is particularly trickle down from their bigger clients, right? PLCs, MNCs.
Yep.
And for them is that if they're not doing this, they're going to lose out the market shares, right? And because the thing is, if they were to import for the MNCs client, especially from Europe, if they're not complying this, then
They don't get the business.
they will not gain the business.
Like a competitive edge thing.
Yeah,
right?
it's the competitive edge things. And the reason is that because the thing is your bigger clients are required by regulations to do this.
Yeah.
And you as their suppliers, whether you like it or not, they have to comply. And then now they ask you to comply,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So for them is that, yes, majority will say because of client needs. Some of them, we do see that because they're saying that they wanted to have some sort of a financing to grow, right? And this is technically, if they want to go for IPO now, they have to have their ESG ready, right? They have to be ESG ready.
Yeah.
And now they're also seeing that a lot of banks, especially when they're doing loans and everything for businesses, is that their bankers are asking whether you have any ESG data or whatever. Do you record that? Do you have reports of that? Right. So now they wanted to do that because of money as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's an opportunity for banks.
Yeah. So for now we are looking at it three perspectives. Is because the thing is, the first is your supply chain are requiring it. The second is that if you're importing it,
Subject to
yes. So you need to do it as well. Then the third will be financial.
financial.
Very much.
Yeah.
Right. It's because the thing is, if you want to grow, you want to apply for loans, then these are the things that you need to do.
Yeah.
And that's the basic reason that they are
Yeah.
doing it for SMEs, basically.
Have you met or have you worked with any SMEs that have come to you and said, "Hey, I want to tap into certain sustainability loans or green loans," and you've helped structure their sustainability strategy in a way to kind of align with those loans? Because usually, these financing instruments come with a ESG, green, in this case, GHG emissions KPI, right?
Yeah.
Have you worked with any SMEs that's come with that as a case?
So for them is that we have to understand that most of these SMEs they are not fully equipped in terms of the ESG. They're not even at a basic level yet.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So it has to be a capacity building there.
The training
initially.
starts first.
Yeah,
Training
yeah,
comes
yeah.
in, yeah.
We kind of do help them with all of these strategies and all of that. But coming back to that question is that very interestingly, most of them, when I'm talking about East Malaysia especially, most of them, when we talk about the sustainability financing, most of them do not know that things
They're
exist.
not aware. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So about a month or two back is that one of the deputy directors for deputy governors for Bank Negara, Dr. Nohayati, actually, she came to Sarawak to do some talk on the on all the OPR and all of that,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
In Sarawak, and they have these brochures, that they put in the goodie bags.
Okay.
And one of the brochures actually the LCTF brochures, the Low Carbon Transition Facility, right? So it says there, we have 5 billion available fund. You
Okay.
can loan up to maximum 5 million,
5 million.
right?
Okay.
10 years,
Yeah.
the 5% interest rate, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, they were saying that most Sarawak Sabah business doesn't know about this loan even exists. Not only that financial loans, even the grants, right? Like
Yeah.
the DIAF grants and all of these things. Not many of them knows about it as well.
Yeah.
So we have a mismatch kind of information going on.
Yeah, like the supply is there.
Yeah.
Banks are willing to finance
Yeah.
businesses, but the market in this case is not aware of the product.
Yes.
That's something for banks to take note.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
even with the new tax deduction release, right? The
Yes,
50,000 ringgit,
yeah.
right? So a lot of people did not know that
Yeah.
as well. It's like, oh yeah, can I get that 50,000 ringgit tax deduction if I do ESG? I said,
Yeah.
since that is already
Yeah, it's there. It's already there.
The facilities are there.
yeah. So but then again, they didn't know about it, and it was not very, it's not communicated to a lot of this. This is where the grassroots will be very important, like the business chambers, for example,
Yeah.
or federation, whatever federations you're in, especially within your own business organizations, will be important asset to really put this thing out to your members. Otherwise, then your members will be like,
Yeah. I mean,
They're lost.
yeah, they're lost.
they're
Yeah,
lost.
they're lost. It's like, how do I get this? How do I do this? Right? Yeah.
My question is, you've worked with people that I think, and based on what you've seen, is a range of different audience, right? You have your MSMEs, SMEs, large-scale SMEs, and potentially even PLCs. What are maybe like 3 challenges that you faced working with this clientele? Like, what are some of the challenges they face in trying to adopt going about the ESG adoption journey?
Sure.
Yeah, if you were to summarize that in 3 pain points or 3 challenges that
Sure. So the first one will be basically people.
it's a people problem.
It's a people problem, basically, because the thing is, society is the hardest one to manage.
I
People are the
completely
hardest to
agree.
manage,
I had a training with a bank early this Monday, and I think I told them that, right, of all the things, we had a training on net zero, all the things you see here, I believe the biggest problem is the people problem, right? And I resonate as well. Yeah.
So people, right? So the thing is, people can come into, let's say, do they know what they're doing? It's like,
Yeah.
do they know ESG?
Yeah.
Or the second one will be, do they have resources of, people resources to do
Manpower
ESG?
to do it. So resource one is money,
Yeah.
having the funds,
Yeah.
and also a manpower.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the second one will be resource then.
Okay.
Right?
Resource?
Resource in terms of the money itself.
The money itself. Yeah.
right?
Okay.
The
Funds.
cost.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, when we talk to SMEs, for example, right? Not only SMEs, even big guys saying that, where can we get the money to do this, right? So for SMEs, their main concern is because this is a cost to them. So I really echoed what the previous CEO of GRI was saying, right? So Elco was saying this last time. So that's where I met Dr. Elinette, actually. So Elco was saying that the business that does not make profits will never think about sustainability, because that is not their main concern. Their main concern is how to stabilize. Right?
Stabilize or survive, yeah.
Yeah. And the third thing is actually, regulations. Right? Because the thing for SMEs, or even SMEs especially, is that they're saying this is that if it's not government mandate, why do I want to do it? Right? Yeah. So it's not asked for me to do it, why I want to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's again top-down approach, regulation. I think that's but Peninsula is the same. I think before policies like NSRF came in for reporting, right? Oftentimes when you have conversations with them, you got a report. It was a nice to have. They're nice to create your report, talk good about yourself, show off what you're doing. But now it's a mandate this year.
We do have a member in ESG Malaysia in Sarawak. So Hanizam, I really put it out to him. Hanizam is that he is the CEO of a property development called Hornbill Network Consortium.
Hornbill Network Consortium.
Yes.
Okay.
So if he's listen to this, I think he will be very happy.
Shout out to
shout out to Hanizam for this. Is that he when he developed a project, right, housing projects, is that he came with the intention of doing it sustainably.
Okay.
Right. So the thing is like putting solar panels on top of your rooftop and everything. It was never done in Sarawak before, because the thing is electricity is cheap. It's a damn cheap thing, right? So for him is that to put a solar panel on top of it, doing a rainwater harvesting on his on his development. So I was asking him that would this make money, especially for Sarawak people, right?
Okay.
Whether this makes sense for you to do, and what are the reactions from your peers, right? Because the thing is they have like radar here, right, which is for the Housing Development Authority Association. So in Sarawak we have SHIDA.
Okay.
Sarawak Housing.
SHIDA.
So I told him that I asked him these questions, that whether it makes sense for you to do this, and he said that if no one is doing it, then who's going to lead it? So he wanted to become the leader, the pioneer to this, and he believed it. And when I asked the question again after I met him quite some time after that, is that does your project receive any support from it or whatever it is? I said So apparently is that last time when the first phase of the development is that the buyer can opt not to have the solar panel installed. But the second phase is that he wanted to have it mandatory for the house to have a solar panel. And apparently the second phase itself is that it's almost sold out. He said.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of people really want to have it.
So assuming that it's sustainable homes in the end, using the word loosely, don't scrutinize me. Yeah, so using the word loosely, is the cost a lot higher per unit?
Yeah, the cost is being absorbed by
so he's
buyer.
absorbing the cost?
No, the client will.
The client.
So
the client. So it is
the buyer.
The buyer.
So there's the
buys.
green premium there.
Yeah.
Oh.
But there are people that are willing to
There's
pay
a market
for that.
for it.
Yeah. And he works with a company called SolarVest, which is
the
largest, right?
Yeah.
And there are people that are doing it and liking these things on their on their home. And the reason is because now I'm not sure. Do not quote me on this. I think Sarawak Energy will find me on this. They say because the thing is Sarawak Energy can say is that you can have 70-30 kind of thing. So 70% can be offset from the grid, right?
From the grid, okay.
But you still have to buy 30% from Sarawak Energy. Otherwise, Sarawak Energy will not make money.
Yeah.
So the thing is that I'm happy because the thing now your pay is like so minimal. You can own the aircons, like houses, and you still pay so low, right?
Yeah.
So they like it.
Yeah.
And he, one of our members, ESG Malaysia members, that is really pushing things out there. And I really, to be honest, I'm proud of what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because he's pioneering it.
Yeah, hopefully maybe we could even have him as a guest.
Yeah,
Because I would like, these are the stories that we want to share, right?
Yeah.
To show people tangible evidence that local businesses are doing it.
Yeah.
No need to go to your Nestle, no offense, but no need to go to your Nestle's, your MNCs,
Yes.
right? I mean, they're doing it, mandates from
Yeah.
Europe. But you have local businesses like this, and I love stories like this.
Yeah, yeah.
I would definitely be
Success
using this in my trainings and et cetera. I love
so
this.
I'm
Yeah,
not
thanks
doing this
sharing.
for a marketing ploy for Hanizam, right? So he does not pay me for do this. So
not sponsored.
yeah,
for
not
this.
sponsored, not sponsored by
Not
Hanizam.
sponsored yet.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that. You have any
Yeah.
questions?
I think the message of this podcast that we want everyone to know, right, is that we were talking about ESG, right? We're talking about the need to do ESG, the want to do ESG, the push from the government, the top-down approach. But I think everyone should know that ESG is not just something that's forced upon you, right? It's an opportunity for businesses. Certain industries, for example, like Shangrila, they just push the needle. They just say, okay, I want to create green event
Events.
management, right?
Event,
Green
yeah.
management, and then you pull in all this kind of European money into your state or your country. So I feel that people out there, be it whatever business that you're in, stop seeing ESG as a challenge. See it as an opportunity for your business to grow
Yeah.
in another way. It's like last time when people want to adopt, having a website. A lot of people are like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't need that. I can just pick up the phone, call people, and then do my sales that way. But eventually, it becomes a necessity to have a
Yeah.
website. If
Yeah.
you don't have a website, your business cannot run. And I think
Yeah, it's
ESG is the next step, right?
The next step, yeah.
For everything that we do, right? Even in the energy sector, I mean, we're very closely tied to ESG, right? Be it in
Yeah.
training or media or let's say energy, but let's just smaller businesses. If you can think out of the box and just tie that ESG element to your products or to anything that you do, property, etc., I think there's a lot of opportunities for you to actually grow as a business,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
It
And
becomes
it's a future-proofing
feasible.
thing as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
It's a future-proofing thing as well.
So I
Yeah.
think,
So, I mean, the last big question,
Sure.
not a million-dollar question. I mean, this is, I think, more on a personal level. What are your hopes for East Malaysia, like in the coming years? And if you have that ideal scenario for East Malaysia and within the sustainability context, what do you hope to see being realized in the coming years?
So the thing is, what I hope to see is that East Malaysia will become the next look east kind of policy, right? Because the thing is, we have look east policy from Tun Mahathir,
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
at Japan
Japan
and all
at
of
the
this,
time,
right?
yeah.
At the time. So the thing is, I am rooting for East Malaysia to be that east, whereby people looking at ESG for say for Malaysia is that they look east.
Yeah.
That is that they look East Malaysia.
Yeah.
And we are, if it's really still going strong, we are still on track
Yeah.
of doing all of this.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, the willpower of, let's say for Sarawak side, and I only can say about Sarawak because I'm Sarawakian, is that the willpower of the leaderships is there
Yeah.
to make this happen.
To make a difference.
To
push
make
this
this
through.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is now is not only that, is that to have the people itself to really
Yeah.
behind that vision, right? So I know that in terms of politics, you can always say it's about, he just saying it, the minister's just saying it, but not doing action on
Yeah.
it, right? But let's change that kind of thing. So especially for East Malaysia side, is that change that into something that we are collectively supporting that vision, and we are making it true, especially for businesses, right? So businesses still looking at, when we talk about businesses, we talk about Sarawak visions and all of that. It's the
Yeah.
same. I don't know. I don't know where it's going to move, right? So
Yeah.
Sarawak business says, I
Yeah.
don't know where to move. All this all tauques and all
Yeah.
laopans. They said, I don't want to do ESG because the thing is, I don't know whether I'm living the next 5-10 years. Is that I
That's the thing.
make money,
But
right?
you have kids, though. Your kids gotta live.
I make money. I'm here to
Yeah.
make money. And the thing is, we always want to, because the thing is, this is where I always told them is that, are you doing business just because of your legacy, or you want it to be extended
Yeah.
to your
That's a
children
big
and
thing,
grandchildren?
actually.
I like the sound of
Yeah,
that.
I really like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we would love to ramble on a lot more. I mean, to be honest, I genuinely learned a lot today from you as well. And I think, thank you for taking your time. I know you're a very busy man.
Oh,
very,
sure.
very busy man. to catch. Just to wrap up the session, thanks again, Bryan. And I think, the two outcomes that we hope to get, I think in a way, in some shape or form, we've achieved it. I think looking at how it can be a value creation lever in the form of either competitive edge, it could be cost savings, it could be a unique selling point for a business like Shangrila. I think you shared that. And in terms of the what's the name of the property developer again?
Hornbill Consortium Network.
Hornbill's Consortium Network, how they've actually tapped into the green premium and positioned themselves as a unique product compared to the other homes. I think these are real life case studies. Shangrila is a local brand as well, in fact. Yeah. So I think that's the takeaway in terms of, looking at value creation in the lens of sustainability, but then also looking at the Sabah, the East Malaysia landscape, right? Sarawak being the green hydrogen hub. Sabah maybe a bit behind, but catching up, I believe. But in general, I think Sabah and Sarawak has got a lot of resilience behind them, also based on the history, right? It's a long list of history. We will not go into that, but remain very hopeful for East Malaysia, and hopefully we'll like to see what happens in the years to come. Nevertheless, thank you again, folks, for tuning in, and stay tuned to our next episode. We've not got a guest yet.
Yeah.
We will kind of announce it in the next episode. And thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. And
Thank you.
signing out.